I had never heard of not killing a spider until my daughter told me to not do that. I just thought you found the best magazine and you like whacked it, and then
I have core memory of my grandmother killing a mouse with her shoe.
Oh, wow, that's intense.
That's Moana.
Welcome to Good Enough.
Welcome to Good Enough, Kristen.
Thanks for having me.
Do you feel good here?
Enough.
Kristen, I think of you all the time because I'm like obsessed with the end of the world, and I always think of Last Man on Earth, and I'm like, how close to that will it be?
Oh yeah,
because you were like living that for so long.
Living that, yeah. It's funny when the pandemic happened. I remember we were all in lockdown, and a neighbor I didn't know walked by, and I was walking out my house. He's like, Carol from Last Man, and I'm like, don't worry, like. I was like, I was actually like, you should be worried because Carol lived in the show and I'm alive now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have the power to scare the shit out of people.
Yeah, I have that power. We all have that power.
Speaking of power, we all have 7-year-olds. We all have 7-year-olds who...
I don't know, but power is a good transition.
We're powerful.
Oh, okay.
I just had to transition.
Yeah, I know.
I know that you said you don't have a heart out, but you'll leave eventually. And speaking of soup, well, all of our kids are kind of the same age, which means your kids are also talking about
our kids used to be in soccer together.
Yeah.
Although your child would just always run away from the soccer game.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do soccer.
Who wants to do soccer? Nobody. The people that do soccer, I bet there's a correlation between people that do soccer and people that give blood, volunteer. It's a very like, it's selfless soccer. You're out there, you're kicking the ball. No one's really focused on you and the work that you're doing.
Well, that's why I think everybody wants their girls to do soccer is because it's good team building exercise.
So what is...
and boys.
So what is your child into right now?
Well, let's see. Ruby's really into acting. She started doing an improv class that Rebecca Johnson and Ann Gregory are teaching.
That's so cool.
She loves it. She loves writing sketches and memorizing.
Oh, so she's going to be full.
She's writing and memorizing sketches?
Yes, but she is also... she gets very nervous about performance, and in a way that I'm like, oh, this doesn't seem fun. Like it's really important to her.
It feels like you're describing all of us.
I know. I guess I also like hate myself all day before a performance. Anyways, that's what she's doing. And then she also enjoys piano. And yeah, she wants to be an actress. But then she was like, I want to be a scientist. She's like, I'd like to be an actress. I'd like to be in a movie right now as a second grader.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
Okay, we'll shoot a movie outside my house.
If your mom is like a very successful actress, it's like, why would I choose another job? I'm going to do make-believe and get...
Well, I think she just wants to be on a billboard. But I think that...
Have you thought about renting a billboard?
I know. I might come to that. I explained to her the process. I was like, well, you have to get headshots. You have to meet an agent. You have to do auditions. You have to get rejected over and over and over again. And it's just
you have to
like
have one dinner with agents, and then you're paying them forever.
One dinner. Where did you go to dinner with your agents?
Oh, I once went to this chicken place in New York, and I got all of the merch from the chicken place.
What was the chicken place?
Oh, what was the chicken place? The one with the waffles.
This doesn't sound like a very good agent.
Yeah. Wait.
No, because it was a low-level place. Roscoe's.
But it was in New York.
Yes. But then I got the sweater, I got the socks, and I'm like, well, I'm paying you for life.
Oh, so they bought the merch for you?
They bought the merch for me. It was on the bill.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I look back and I'm like, I guess I wasn't doing business very well. That was pretty tacky.
I know, but that's cool that they were all in for you.
That was back in the day when I would leave a green room, I would leave with all the fruit.
Mm-hmm. I used to think I had to pay for the meal when my agents would take me out.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't have any game.
Did you?
No, but did you pay?
I mean, I think one let me pay my first station. He wasn't very good.
You tell Ruby never pay for your meal.
I'll tell Ruby.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she also wants to be a scientist too.
I think
So
this is
she's
a
like
very-
kind of all over and she wants to work with animals. She wants to own a pet raven. You know,
I love it.
She's cool.
Have you?
She's cool.
Does she like Taylor Swift?
She's not. I took her to the Eras movie, and she fell asleep halfway through. I think from Taylor's work ethic. I mean, it's intense.
Exhausted her.
Yes, I actually really enjoyed it, and we do listen to Taylor a lot. And like, I'm like, what do you want to listen to? It's the request is Taylor Swift or K-pop Demon Hunters.
That's
or
what
Chapel.
happens. How does, or what's the third one?
Chapel Roan.
Oh, Chapel Roan I would be into. But like, my daughter is obsessed with Taylor Swift. And so then I started to figure out, because I was like, she's like memorizing these lyrics. And then I started to realize all my friends who like Taylor Swift also like Hamilton. So I was like, let me try to play Hamilton for her, because it's like really dense. Like I went to Hamilton, did not really enjoy it like 10 years ago. And then I started playing it for her, and she was like really into like learning about the war and like memorizing these lines. And I'm like, oh, this was kind of a good, but now I can't get it out of my head. They're
It was so
earworms.
long ago. What are the songs?
Wait for it.
How does it go?
The Schuyler sister. Can we sing on this?
Yeah, of course we can.
I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait for it.
I'm willing to wait for it. Like that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
there's
Like my
Angelica, Eliza.
Oh, I
and
love that.
Peggy.
The Schuyler sisters.
Yeah. And then, my shot's the big one.
Yeah.
Not giving away my shot. And like, my husband is so mad that I'm playing Hamilton now. And
Why?
he's like, check this out. And he'll play like the rap from Fruity Pebbles that Barney's doing. You're too young for that. But like, he thinks it's like Schoolhouse Rock. Like, he thinks it's like, doesn't Neil Brennan say it's like History Class, the musical? Or I don't know. It's something. Don't
People just
cut
want to
that out.
shit on a hit show for no reason.
Yeah, people want to shit on the hits. That's why
It's so
you should
good.
see what they say about this podcast already.
I had never listened to it. I mean, I had never revisited it. And I'm like, oh, so now me and my daughter are really into that together. It's kind of fun to have something.
Are they not?
Full disclosure, I am a very deep, big Lin-Manuel Miranda fan.
I figured you
Well,
might.
Kristen,
You see me be
you're
like,
gonna love
just
who's
like-
coming through the door right now.
Well, because he was around
he's
the
brilliant.
New York scene when we were doing stuff, and I remember, and like he would come watch our weird shit, and I would watch him do
Oh,
his
cool.
Freestyle Love Supreme, and I just think he's so good. And then when you watch like Moana, oh my God, Moana.
Yeah.
Did he
And
make Moana?
he wrote it. He wrote the lyrics.
music with
What?
a couple people.
He's very talented.
We made our
elevated.
baby to Moana. I inserted semen into Shauna, and I accredit Moana's music with the reason why the semen was like, I'm not giving away this shot.
Yeah.
I'm implanting. This family gets it.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful that we're alive at the same time, and he's making cool music for me and my kid to listen to.
No, you're right. I don't know. I wasn't getting it for some reason. And I love Stephen Sondheim, so it's not that I don't appreciate musicals, but I do appreciate you now, Lynn. I love it. The Schuyler sisters.
Lynn, we love you.
It's
Been such a roller coaster for Lynn listening to this episode. Am I cool? Am I not? I'm the best.
Well, if you're that big, though, I mean, and you guys are gonna see this with Good Enough. It's like,
Thank you.
You're gonna have like so many people that love you, but that when
The
you're
haters.
that popular, you're gonna get haters.
Of course.
You're nothing till somebody hates you.
Are you guys ready for this transition?
Yes, let's do it.
Speaking of haters, have you ever picked your child up from school
right.
or a hangout? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You here in the space?
I'm like
you're picking your kid up.
listening.
You go to pick your kid up. Your kid doesn't want to go with you. Your kid's like, does that ever happen? Sometimes?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it
also,
does.
we both have only children, and I feel like my daughter too. Like when I pick her up, she's like, "Can I have a play date?" I'm like, "You were just at aftercare."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Play date, play date." I pick her up from a play date. She wants a play date.
It hurts your feelings a little. Does it hurt your feelings?
Yes.
Oh my kids! I'm like so excited to see her, and
Yes.
sometimes I'll be like, "Ruby, I'm here." I'm like into aftercare, like I'm here, and she's like,
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Because you kind of have this like, also this like feeling in your mind. You're in the movie of your life where you're like, I'm picking them up early. And when they're like, I don't want to go. So here's one mother's way of dealing with that.
Oh, we're on the internet now?
Yeah, we're on the internet. The show has
Look,
everything.
it's Tim Heidecker.
Rachel
It
is
is.
visiting
We're
a
not
friend.
showing
She's
Tim.
probably
No, we are Tim. We are showing
in
Tim.
that before school age, and our neighbor had little kids, and so we would trade back and forth. So I went over to pick her up, and when I walked in, she said, "Oh, is it time to go?" So I thought, perfect opportunity. I got her home. I didn't address it there.
She seems nice
but
now.
She's about to be a bitch.
I
Yeah.
did give her spanking. It's true. I did. But I just said, when I come in, you're going to say, "Hi, Mom." You know, that's how we do this.
Ew, that is
so
such
the
a
next time she
So-
went over there, I did
Is
the
she
review.
like in
Now,
jail
remember,
right
when I
now?
come,
She's that man next to her.
Like she's with her
Hi,
lawyer.
Mom.
She's
And
like
I can
telling
say,
the
"Oh."
detective what
And I
happened.
wanna go,
I think
"So
we're good with this
beautiful,"
clip.
because
Yeah, no, it looks like she's in a press conference to get out of the jail that she belongs in.
So she spanked her daughter.
Could you imagine? No, I know that feeling. It sucks, but the idea of hitting your kid because you don't like
The
their
idea
reaction
of
to-
hitting your kid at all anymore, I think we've just evolved out of that, right? Like, were you spanked as a child? You were.
But
We know that you grew up on a cattle farm.
We know
It
that you grew
wasn't
up on a cattle farm.
Okay, I would say I know my brother got spanked because I witnessed it, but I just honestly think that I was so good.
Were you?
I was good. Yeah. I
Did you sort of whisper that to him as he limped back in the room?
Yeah. This is what
Like, if you've thought about maybe you wouldn't get hit if you were so good.
yeah. Maybe be quiet in church, David.
So you would see David get hit, but you wouldn't get hit.
I think that was enough for me. I was like, I'm gonna be like,
So what was discipline for you? You were just like, you were like Tracy Flick.
perfect. Yeah. I don't think I got in trouble. My brother was kind of doing all the drama. That woman on there, and from what we just talked about how our feelings are hurt, it really is all about you. Basically, like you want her friends and whatever moms or teachers are around to perceive that they like you.
Yes.
And it really is like so shattering. Like I was trying to get her from a play date where everyone was hanging out, and she does this thing at the end where she like hides with her friends, and I have to find her, and it's so
that.
I hate it. And then but the game kept going, so it was like a group of like 6 kids, and they
You're
were
like
all
crying.
running and hiding from me for
my
too
God.
long. And she could tell I was mad, and we like got home, and I had to be like. I was like, that was embarrassing for me. Like, I feel like it made me feel very sad and disrespected. And I wouldn't want to make you feel that way in front of your friends.
You said that?
Yeah.
And how'd she take it?
You know, I feel like actually she got it. And I feel, and it's one of those lines where you're like, no, you're supposed to be like strong as a bear, doesn't have feelings or care. But I had to tell her, like, I was embarrassed. I wanted you to have my back because I will always have your back, and I will never make you feel that way in front of your friends.
I love that
That's
style
good.
of parenting of like humanizing yourself so that they see you as someone who can have hurt feelings, and that your hurt feelings feel like when they have hurt feelings.
Yeah.
And
the fact that
that's the new hitting.
Yeah.
The new hitting is like,
yeah.
you hurt me, man.
Like she doesn't know what's going on.
No, because it's like the hit, that is the threat, is like the hit is supposed to warn the kid.
Oh my God.
The hit is supposed to warn the kid that like if you do something bad will happen. And I think humanizing yourself and being like, if you treat me badly, the bad thing that's going to happen is that I'm going to feel hurt, and that they feel attached to that is like so much more powerful than...
I also love that you said, I've always got your back.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I forget that part because I'm so like worked up about like, my feelings and my time is limited, and you told me you wanted me to pick you up, and I did, and now you don't want me to. And it's like, and it's so hard to not be like child to child, like I have to try to pull myself out of that and be like,
It really is child to child feeling, because it does pull you back to being like at a group friend hang and you're not the cool one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the joke's on you
Yes.
for 15 minutes. And there's other adults there too watching. And
Did she ever do it again? The hiding
it
thing?
happened last Sunday, so I'll let you know. We haven't had like a event like that.
Okay, cool.
See, you know what I did? And I wonder, mine kind of worked, but it wasn't as nice as yours. When she hides and says she doesn't want to leave the play date, now when we have a play date, I say, just so you know, when I come to get you, we're leaving. And you have you gave me your word that you would leave, so we're not going to do play dates anymore. But it's like, I'm always telling her we're not going to do something, and then we do it. Yeah, like every time I'm like,
and that's what they say.
We'll be all dressed up, ready to go to Disneyland, and it's like, if you don't feed the dogs, we're not going to Disneyland. I mean, obviously we're going to Disneyland.
I know.
So it's so hard. And I told my husband, I'm like, just once we should like not do the thing that we said we're not going to do. Like
this is sometimes
the boundary. Hold the boundary.
Yes, hold the boundary.
It's so hard because we have tickets and stuff,
No, but you don't do it when you have tickets, but you do it. You make up. You do. Shauna and I call it be bitch. Or sometimes I'll look at Shauna. And I'll be like, let's be bitch. And it's like, and then we commit to be bitch for like an extended period of time because the moment deserves discipline. Because I think like we want to have a fun time, and we don't want to be this lady with the bangs at the press conference being like, and the next time I picked her up, she high-fived me because I hit her. It's like, you don't want to be that lady. So then we go the whole other round.
Hi, Mom. Good to see you.
Yeah. Wow. You look thinner than ever. Like, I think that like, because we go so far in overcorrecting what our parents did that sometimes it gleams, we don't have any leverage. And,
yes.
And building, saying that you were hurt is like mild be bitch. But the way we be bitch is like when we almost impersonate what it is to be a strict parent for a little while.
I know.
Because it's not fun to do.
Oh my gosh. One time Rich was being bitch.
Yeah.
And it was like for a bedtime thing. And bedtime, I'm a little like, I think.
Bedtime's hard.
Because they're a mess. But so he was like, okay, no TV tomorrow. And I was there and I was like, remembered that he was going out to dinner with his friends the next night.
That's the worst.
So he was saying no TV on my night.
No.
And I was like, I want to pull him over and be like,
You bust into the room and you're like, you're not fair. You don't understand.
Like I could not have his back in that moment. I was like, in front of her, I was just like, you're going out tomorrow night? He's like, oh, right.
Yeah. No, you have to like create a moment then where she's a hero of like, oh my God, you just put your books away? You get TV tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's hard to figure out and I also have a problem with chores and like paying her money and stuff. Like she's to the point where she's like trying to devise on a whiteboard like how it works. And I'm just like.
How does it work for you? Like what deserves some money?
Well, now it's like kind of been reduced to when she finishes a chapter book, I give her $5 to.
That's a good rate.
To buy Pokemon cards.
$5 when a chapter book like a
book, like an Ivy and Bean book. It takes like a couple weeks.
I mean that's not even like what is the thing?
The graphic novels. Wolfie will rip through a graphic novel.
Oh, like Dogman.
Yeah, I'll get him a Dogman. He'll be done in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I can't be paying $5.
That's an interesting
but
idea.
I do love the idea of giving your kids money. I think that this is something that like in the past, people were so secretive about money. I think that like we give Wolfie a budget. He'll earn a budget for like doing different, I don't know, chores or helping. Yeah. And then they know, $5, that is a pack of Pokemon cards. Yeah. I think it's easy to like lose perspective on how much things are. Did your parents talk to you about money?
Oh, yeah, all the time. And it was, we don't have any. We can't do anything because we don't have any money, and really getting into the details about how little money we had.
That was same. And it's very stressful to grow up. Like, thinking that you don't have money for food and, I feel lucky that I don't have to worry about money like my parents do. But then sometimes we'll be at the grocery store and I will just be like, oh, that's too expensive. Like I'm trying
I think, but that's
pretend,
good.
like, I mean,
I think there's
I'm
somewhere
trying
in
to
between.
like put that in a little bit, you know.
There's somewhere in between being like, you know, we might not be able to pay the mortgage and we have nothing, and like
budgeting.
there's a budget and we can't go do that because we went to this restaurant. Because we're always going to your parents' favorite restaurants. That's why we can't afford your camp. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, I'm sorry. I know you guys have this perfectly laid out. But can I ask you, is there anything that your kid wants that you can't and don't want to get for them? Meaning, like, I could have some, like, Ruby wants a pet bird.
A raven.
Or a tarantula.
Yes.
Yeah, she wants, like, a pet that I don't want. And it's really, because I was like, if she wanted, like, a material thing that's not a creature, I feel like, okay, well, you better earn it. Here's some chores, like stuff like that. Or you can't have it for whatever reason, but like the pet is really driving me crazy.
Well, we have a rule in our house because all these kids want hamsters and mini guinea pigs and all these like, I said we have dogs in our house. That's the only pet we have. And then I told her that, you know, but then I made
Which
the
is
mistake.
like a high level pet. That's like, I had hamsters and I want a dog.
I know, but then I made the mistake of telling her when Blanche dies, we could get a different dog. So now she's like, when Blanche dies, can we get a corgi? Can we look at corgis? When do you think Blanche is going to die? You know, so then it's like you've kind of created this thing where we're waiting for this dog to die.
She's like feeding Blanche chocolate.
and grapes.
Blanche is a senior, but she could live for... Oh, you're not supposed to feed him grapes?
Green grapes, I think. I don't know. I read it somewhere. The internet.
Blanche.
It's always right. Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes me feel better that she went.
Just tell her what the rules are.
Pets.
Ugh, she wants a tarantula?
Yes, so bad.
No.
So bad.
No tarantula.
You know, they live for like
and then
35
birds,
years.
for some reason, I don't know why it's like, I know that we like dogs, it's sad that we own any pets. It really is ultimately, but
Not dogs.
Not dogs. They are like evolved to be owned.
Really?
Yeah.
They want to be in our house all the time and not...
Everything about a dog was over evolution. Like I was just watching this thing where there's a muscle in their eye they evolved that pulls their eye back so you can see the whites of it because it makes them more human.
Aww.
I know, it's cute once you start noticing that.
But birds is sad to own.
Yes!
Yes.
A bird.
To put a raven in a cage.
Yeah, we're not putting any bird
Does she
in the
connect
house.
with that?
She doesn't. She doesn't.
I would get her like a leather glove with some food on it so that she could sort of
just sit out there all
sit
day.
out there all day.
I feel like I really corrected, like, in raising her. I'm so squeamish, and I grew up very squeamish, and I didn't grow up around nature. And then I put her in nature schools, and so she's always, like, trying to grab salamanders and snakes, and she's like, I'm sure Ruby's like that, too.
Same.
It's like, they just, and so a part of me is glad.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you were supposed to kill spiders. Isn't that a thing?
No, you let them live so they can eat all of the bugs in your house.
Oh my God.
We didn't do that in
Shauna
Illinois.
and Wolfie, my wife is like, you know, witchy, like she's sitting right there, but she likes, you know, it's like the starter pack of crystals. She's not going to like starter pack. She's deeper than what I'm saying, but she loves the universe. To a level where there's this spider in front of our house that is now, we're just supposed to let it be there. It's a huge web. It's a spider like the size of a green grape. And she's like, that's Charlotte. Yeah. But I did rehome Charlotte. I moved Charlotte. Yeah.
I had never heard of not killing a spider till my daughter told me to not do that. I just thought you found the best magazine and you like whacked it, and then
I have core
threw it in the
memory of my
toilet.
grandmother killing a mouse with her shoe.
Wow, that's intense.
That's Moana. That's the
Does the
real
mouse
Moana.
make a noise?
Oh, it was dead. The noise of a
I didn't even
smushed
have
mouse.
the chance to be surprised.
No, just this tiny bones crushed.
Okay, that's really impressive.
It really was. It really was. And I always thought of her as like a very demure, like feminine Pakistani woman. And then I was like, well, that is a cool trick.
What kind of shoe?
A chappal.
Okay.
Like sort of a slipper.
Oh, so
you
like
had to put,
soft?
Yes, pretty soft.
Dang.
Yes.
She had to put some wrist
she had
in
to,
it.
put her back into it. But the one thing that we will not get, Wolfie, our 7-year-old, is video game console.
Oh, that's
Don't
what
you
he
think
was.
that's good?
Yes.
That's good. Because I worked with an actress whose kid was in rehab for video games.
How old was he?
Like a teenager. He had to go to rehab.
No,
You know, in
I've heard
Japan,
that too.
there's a couple whose baby died because they wouldn't stop playing video games.
What?
Yeah, it's addictive. Ruby doesn't own an iPad.
Neither. Yeah, I don't have
So
one either.
she gets to use the one we have when she's on the airplane. And she's so
That's
excited.
pretty good.
And so she really loves to fly so much. And the longer the flight,
Is there a
the better.
layover?
Yeah. But we let her watch TV. I don't let her watch YouTube because I feel like that's also...
I
Yes.
think in general,
Yeah.
don't let your kid watch YouTube because then all of a sudden they're on some algorithm where like
Yeah.
people are in Poland and like there's bad sound
Yes,
and they're
one
like
second
playing with
they're
these
watching
What
like a
is it?
hamster, and the next they are watching like an
Over
Al
here-
Qaeda member.
Yeah, it's like it's like unboxing videos in like Eastern Europe. Like it's very odd.
But you know what's kind of cool? One video, the area in YouTube that I really like. There's this guy that does these elaborate mazes for squirrels.
Oh, that is cool.
And
would
it's
be
like,
cute.
and the squirrels become the main characters of this show, and it's a whole series. And for that, either watching this podcast or the squirrel, and then the squirrels have to discover how to get to this trough of walnuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let your kid watch that.
I'll let her watch that. I do let her watch TV all the time. But the thing that's nice is that she sits down and she picks out the show. I know exactly what she's watching because it's in the middle of our house.
Yes.
And then I can also kind of be conscious of how long she's been on it because it's in the middle of our house and we're all listening to it. So I'm just a little more like aware of it. But I definitely, again, like if my husband said no TV for the night, I'd be like,
No. Yeah.
So do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you guys know what Netflix Fairs is?
no.
Because
it?
it comes up and it's this like middle ground between the kids Netflix. I don't know why I have this. It's like the kid Netflix and the adult Netflix. And then it's fairs and it's like all these like sitcoms for like preteens.
Are you
And like
talking about,
my
like,
daughter's, it's like
That Ricky Dicky.
yes,
Nikki
that one
and
she
Dodge.
watches.
So it is
She's
really
watching
big. She
three.
loves it.
She's watching 3 sitcoms right now for teenagers that are all starring Ariana Grande, and
Kat and
Kat and
Jenny or
they're all
Lacey and Kitty or
like
whatever.
Ricky, Dicky, Dacky, and there's like a whole.
Yeah.
And then she's all there's they're all like
Sam and
Sam and Kat.
Sam
yeah.
and Cat.
Sam and Kat, I started watching with her and I really liked it. And then she had a babysitter come over one night. And, you know, I didn't tell them not to watch. I just assumed they won't. And I came home and they watched 5 hours of it.
You gotta tell the
I could see
babysitter
how it was all watched.
You gotta tell the babysitter like
Yeah.
I'm okay with them watching like a half hour. That's what I
Yeah.
started doing because they'll just let them watch TV like what I did when I was a
That's
babysitter.
my job. Yeah. You don't get that.
Do you notice the longer they watch a thing, they will start to become ruder? It's like that.
exactly.
They're like, I
Yes.
be bitch. now I be bitch.
One of the Ariana
Yeah.
Grande ones that she's watching right now, Victorious, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I said, which, she goes, I'm like this girl, Jade. And I go, oh, what's her personality like? She goes, murderous.
Murderous.
Oh.
I didn't even know that was a word.
She's got Blanche in the kitchen with a knife.
But it is kind of cool. Like, I think it kind of helps their comedic timing. Like, especially if Ruby wants to be an actress, like they're kind of hearing jokes. And I think since we're comedians,
Yeah.
you know, it's like probably like homey feeling for
But then you start to realize that like a lot of sitcom jokes, it is sort of ripping into people.
Yeah,
it is sort of like
is.
character A says something, character B is like, oh, or not, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And many of the storylines are about them getting phones. And like their phones breaking and the new phone that's out and you need to give me the phone. And so it's like that kind of modeling, even though they're not swearing and it's not exactly inappropriate, I don't really want to model that either.
Ruby was asking about a watch because one of her friends had a watch, and I'm like, never. And I had to say that
You're talking
I'm
about
like,
just like an analog
that
watch.
played games. No, like an Apple Watch.
Oh, God.
I know. I will. But she was saying, I had to tell her then too. I'm like, okay, so this kid's mom is going to get her all the things she wants.
Yeah.
And that's her mom, but I am not her mom. I will not be getting you all the things that you want.
That's so good. I love the way you're parenting.
I know you, but I have real bad days.
Tell me about this. Let's get into it.
Like I have trouble if she has a big emotion, being like, "Don't yell at me!"
Yeah.
Like I cannot just take a yell from her and calmly be like, "That was a little loud. Can we try that again?" Like it's so hard for me not to just be 7 with her. Like
But that's part of the human thing, and I think that like either way, our kids are probably going to be in therapy. You know, like I think my kid, like I do think I catch myself. I feel like my weakness as a parent is sometimes I will feel sort of small and be like, yeah, I was on a sitcom once, just like the ones you know, just like, and I'm like, you're such a loser right now. You're such a loser right now. But like, there was this, we were in Arrowhead and there was a competition where you held a chicken out in front of you, an 8-pound chicken. And there's like part of me that just wanted to win that competition. This is vulnerable. I'm being vulnerable, but I wanted to win that competition.
You're very competitive.
I'm competitive, but I wanted Wolfie to like run up to me and be like, "You're the strongest woman in Lake Arrowhead." And I assume there'll be some sort of therapy around that, where it's like sometimes when I'm saying things to him, I'm like, "You're a loser. You're glorifying yourself."
You know what Seinfeld said that stuck with me forever in some interview or when he was in the car with a comedian or whatever? He said that you are going to have no idea what your kid's going to therapy for. It's going to be the thing that you don't know what you're doing. So everything you're kind of conscious of, it's you. So don't worry about it.
Well, it's funny because I asked my therapist, I was like, I don't want to talk about my kid on stage because I don't want her to be in therapy. And and I said, what do you think about that? And she's like, I can't really answer because so many of my clients are people whose parents had no boundaries. So her whole life is talking to people who are like, well, my parents did this and my parents, you know, so it's like, it's hard because, you know, you do want to have boundaries around your
I
kid.
don't have too many boundaries.
But that's you.
But I feel in a good way.
You be bitch.
I be bitch. Oh, I be bitch is boundary.
Yes.
But I mean, I guess like boundaries in terms of like, I feel like maybe, I think this is like a queerness thing where it's like so much of what I felt shame about in coming out was around like the idea of shame. And then in coming out, I've realized like it's everyone else's shame. It's like the things that we don't talk about that make people feel bad about being different. It's like their shame about being different. And so I'm just like very, I guess when I say no boundaries, I mean like there are no places that I will not go and chat with my kid. You know, like some people don't like to talk about the news or
that's okay.
racism.
I think that's good.
But I think also
I guess what I meant by no boundaries is like no problem being a great parent.
Yeah.
But also I think you're like modeling, you know, a family that we don't always see. And so I think it's important for people, other women out there to see that you guys are nailing it.
Yeah.
And, you you
We'll finish the compliment. I feel like you kind of...
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, you guys are... I feel like Shauna, your wife, has helped me a lot.
Go on.
I still say the thing that she told me, not an option, babe. Because I'm like, how do I get
What's not
her
an
to
option?
wear a hat?
Oh.
How do I get her to put on her sunscreen? How do I get her to, you know, and it's like, oh, like there's certain things that are just not an option, babe. So that really helped. And then you told me one the other day that was really helping, which is, can we just do a do-over?
Oh, yeah. My
And
mom...
I used it on my husband, and it worked, and I was a bitch again. And I just said it again.
That's right. You're
kept
using
working.
the tools.
Oh, wow. So you're self-aware that
It was
what
your
went
bad.
down, and
Yeah.
you just say, and when you do it, do you start again? Are you just like, good morning, or what happens?
Well, in my mind, we totally erase what just happened. And then I'm like, hey,
Okay.
I'm in a good mood then.
I like that.
My hormone patch kicked in. I'm ready.
Took the car to the body shop. It's no longer keyed.
I like that. Not an option, and
Not an option
not
is
an
good.
option,
All
and
from her
do over,
family.
And also,
reset.
the reset I think is important because sometimes when you go into bitch mode where you're like, I'm going to do parenting, don't you find sometimes you're like deep into the parenting and you're like, how do we get to this bad energy?
I know.
You know, and it's like, you're not the totality of this moment where you failed you know, where you were rude to me. I know you have it in you to be good. And like, let's now just start from fresh.
I think that's so smart. Because I have this thing where I can tell with Ruby where I'm mad because she did something she wasn't supposed to. So I'm demonstrating to her that was bad because I don't want her to do it again. And the way I'm demonstrating is I'm mad. I'm in a bad mood. No, you don't get like pleasant, happy mom. And I see her face and it's just like, this how like after she was hiding from me, I saw her face when we were leaving the party, and she was just like, please just go back to being happy mom, like please. And I was like, I cannot go back to being happy mom.
You build happy mom.
Yeah, because you did this, and I want you to feel it, you know. And then I just hate it because it's like I totally don't want to be that way anymore, and I want to be friends again. I mean, but she's not my friend. She's my daughter.
And guess what? We've got a perfect video teed up.
Oh, great.
Because we watched a horrible mom. We have one about happiness versus resilience.
Okay. Kids' happiness is not my number one priority. My job is to prepare them for real life. Because happiness comes and goes. What lasts is resilience, self-confidence, emotional intelligence, the ability to stand strong when seasons get hard. And if happiness is your number one priority, you'll avoid boundaries, you'll avoid hard conversations, and you may end up raising kids that crumble when life gets hard. So the goal is not just to raise happy kids, the goal is to raise whole, strong human beings.
Hell yeah.
My kids' happiness is not my number one
I have to say, my kids' happiness is one of my number one priorities.
You want them to be happy, but I think her point is, first of all,
I'm trying to like make magic and like have her have this like amazing life at all times, and I need to stop.
You promise you'll stop? Do you promise?
I don't know if I can. Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, because I think that she makes a good point where it's like, and that is the reason why we have to oscillate into these people that are like, hey, there are stakes here. And it bums me out that you're acting this way.
Yeah.
And then we have to dig ourselves out of being too far into that. But I think that woman, for me, I'm like, I'll go anywhere with her and I'll buy anything she's selling based on how much she's pausing when she's talking.
Exactly.
I'm like, that's strength. To be like
confidence.
Here's a thought.
Wait for it.
I mean, my childhood.
You don't need to be well liked. You don't need to speed up.
My childhood was so much harder than my daughter's. Like it was, I mean, I was like mowing the lawn.
You told me that you spray painted a spoon that you would get hit with.
Well, it was a paddle. I mean, I wasn't abused.
It was a paddle?
I wasn't abused, but I just mean like, I don't think my mom, she was kind of more like that lady.
She was.
I mean, she didn't look that cool or have a British accent or whatever that woman was doing. But like, you know, I think that it was just a result of being busy and a single mom. But yeah, I don't know, for some reason, like my friend Kristen Madrigal came over because I don't think I even like wrapped a present for her birthday, and they came over with a big wrapped present that was like a basketball hoop, and she was like, you need to show her magic. That's your job.
Well, her last name is Madrigal, which is kind of magic. That's her brand.
To create magic for your child. And so I had that in my head because I do think that's part of it, right?
I feel like we all have strengths, and rapping is not my strength.
I do think that you're right, Natasha. Like if you think back on like what they take with them, like favorite childhood memories. There's the weird ones where we fucked them up that we don't even know they were clocking, and then there's like the time that you like ran through a forest and chased her like you were a fairy or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember there was this thing we were doing for Easter. She wanted to have a scavenger hunt by the Easter Bunny. And like, so Rich and I were like, fine, we pulled it off. And she opened the first clue and she was like, did you guys do this? And Rich, because we didn't have the conversation, was like, yeah, we did this.
No!
Her face crumbled. And then I remember at one point, she's like, and I was like, listen, sorry, I didn't have this kind of thing growing up, so we don't really know what we're doing. And she was like, okay, so you had a boring childhood and now I have to have one? It hit me so hard.
That's a line straight out of Nikki, Dickie, and Ricky.
Yeah, it was good though. She's right. I can't keep falling back on like, I think it is good to like create what you wished you had. But then what I did do is I said, okay, well, you know what Easter's really about? Get in the car. And I drove her to church that I'd never been to a church in the city before.
You drove her to a random church on Easter?
No, it's my friend's church and they like it and they're our neighbors, so we went.
Okay.
So I knew it'd be cool.
Okay.
But I also didn't know like how it was gonna go over. And if she didn't like church, I was scared.
No child likes church.
She had a great time.
Really?
Well, it was Easter, so they pull out all the stops.
Wait, are you raising Ruby with religion?
We're raising her to be I mean, I'm not raising her Christian because Rich isn't, but she can. But I say, yeah, Jesus was real, like, and there is an afterlife, and and church is good. But if you want to study any other, she went to Jewish preschool, she can go to everything. And
some sort of attachment to spirituality.
I don't want her to think that there's nothing out there.
Yes.
My friend Liz has the best thing because her mom, like they joined a church because, she said she remembers when they were young, they would always go to this Protestant church. But before they would go in, her mom would whisper, just remember we're secular humanists. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's like, oh, we're humanists. We're just going to this church. But and I think that's what you're saying. Like,
yeah, if she, I don't want to tell her. I mean, I think the thing that's magical about children going to church and believing in faith is it's the perfect time for them to do so. You just have to be careful with what the churches allow, if they're like secluding other humans. I don't like that.
I went to Catholic school.
It's getting a little tricky, but you know what I mean. When you
feel like you had the other version of going to a place
Catholic
that was
school in the 80s in Illinois was just like, I was always like getting in trouble. And I remember nuns grabbing my face and being like, you can't wear, I had like a pink streak in my hair. And they were like, I remember this woman like, you think you're so cute. You need to go home. Like they were so mean.
God.
They were so mean to me. And then you'd have to sit there in church like all day long, like while they were like doing the communion.
The idea of a nun grabbing your face.
It was awful. They were not nice.
I feel like,
and I think another teacher grabbed my face.
Sure.
Dry nun hand.
Yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, well, should we play another video?
We could play another video, yeah. Let's play this last video here.
If you are new here, I have 5 children, and something that I hear so often, having 5 children, is, oh my God, you must be so busy. Like, mothers of one child will be like, I don't know how you do it. I can't cope with my one child, let alone 5. Babes, that's the issue. 5 children is 5 children. Actually, 5 children is more like 3 children because you lose a few in the mix. But one child is like 100 children. One child is always there. One child needs all your attention. How would I be more busy than you with 5 children? Like, literally, I've made them friends. Go play. Oh, you got a cool story? Go tell it to your sister. Oh, I need the dishes done? I got teenagers. Okay, can you go help with that? But your one child, they can't do a house load of jobs.
She feels like she stopped believing herself.
I think she's drunk.
She is totally drunk.
She's got 5 kids.
Yeah. Listen to each other. You got your one child.
This feels like someone in a bad relationship that's like, oh, your boyfriend shows up for you? Well, that's dumb because then you can't hang out with your friends. Like it feels a little bit.
I sleep around with like 7 different guys.
Yeah.
And I don't have to know what any of them's feeling.
That's right. It feels, I mean, truly, there are some people that have many kids that pull this off, but I feel like thou doth. She doesn't look. She doesn't have the confidence of someone who would pause.
She also looks incredibly young.
She
How does
does.
she have 5 kids.
I feel like, well, one thing that I wanted to say is you both have, out of the gates, you're like, it's one. And I feel like there's a power to that and recreating the idea of what a family looks like, of like, I am going to have one child and not embarking, because we kind of went on this crazy journey for a second, which I'm happy now we have the second child. But I think
it took you guys a long time.
It took us a long time. And throughout that time, when we were like going up and down Fertility Mountain, I would look at people, friends like you guys who had one and be like, well, that'd be fucking nice to just sort of decide that was like when you leave the casino. casino.
But you knew that there was an empty seat at your table, or you felt it a little bit.
Sure. But I also think that we are kind of like indoctrinated societally into thinking that families are complete at a certain number.
Yes.
And I think there's something really cool about being like, especially because we're people that are having careers, which doesn't afford this like long ramp of like, oh, I guess we could have this one settle into what this family shape looks like and then have another one. It's like, I think there's just a strength to having one and done.
Well, when I met you, Chris, or not when I met you, but when I spoke to you when you were pregnant, we were both pregnant, I think at the same time. And then you were just like really confident that you were just going to have one. And that really inspired me. And then I think you told me about this book, Only One.
Yeah.
And I read that book too. And it really made me feel, it strengthened my position because Moshe, my husband, was like really close with his brother. He's like, I have to have 2 kids. And I'm like, well, I don't even think I'm going to have one. But then I thought about it. I was like, okay, I can have one. But I was very worried about my genes because my brother is like kind of crazy, one of my brothers. And, you know, I was like, I don't want to pass that down. And I don't know if I'll be home to be a good mother. And anyway, the point is, after reading that book, I learned that only children make more money than other people. There's like all these statistics. They're like typically smarter, they're happier. Like they have it's almost like it was something that they tried to tell people in the 70s and 80s.
I think it was to keep women at home and busy with kids.
And to have them like buying, I mean, that's more corporations. They want everyone to have an iPhone. Well, don't they want your family to have to buy 9 iPhones and not 1 iPhone? So it's like, but I will say having one child, it can be a little overwhelming sometimes because I'm the only person to play make-believe and to do the things. And she does watch a little more TV than I think she would if she had a sibling.
It's really cute to see my 7-year-old with my 1-year-old playing. It's touching and it's beautiful. But I will say too, it's like, I think that distance between the 2 kids, looking back, was sort of necessary for my wife's life to settle down into the next time where she's like, basically the idea of like conceiving, having the child, recovering from having the child, being with the child at home, all of that time, it's like to go back to back to back does feel a little bit like you've been kidnapped for a really long time. And with that age difference, it's like, we are the ones to play make-believe with Wolfie. You know, the other one's just like a little potato.
Yeah.
You know, and he'll get there and they'll get there. But I do think also in this world where like, I think in the past you would have to populate, like maybe you grew up in a farm. So maybe that was also the environment that you grew up in is like, if we're going to have someone for this kid to play with, we got to make.
That's the thing. It's like you're giving a gift to your firstborn.
It does feel like that.
It's always, that was I went on a journey too. I wasn't totally sure, but I had fertility bullshit like galore.
Yes.
But I was like, am I giving her everything? If I don't give her a sibling to be there when we pass on and to talk about us behind our back all the time, you know? And it was really hard. It was hard to come around to the fact that wasn't going to happen. But I feel like the family does feel complete. And I think like I feel close to her too, in a way that I'm not like, my attention is not divided. And also it's like families, you might find someone that is as close as a sister or brother would have been in the world. That's a friend, you know, that's and like you can't necessarily rely on the fact that a sibling is going to be your best friend. Like, no, like you can't control anything.
I hate my brother.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Take that out. Anyway, so that's when I felt good. And I also told her too, like whenever it hasn't come up in a long time, but occasionally it'll come up here and there. Like, why don't I have a sibling? And I was like, I did tell her actually, like, oh man, I had this many miscarriages and you were in vitro actually, like, and we just got you. You were the only, we're so lucky to have you. And if you ever wish you had a sibling or stuff like this, let's just keep talking about it.
Yes.
Just keep bringing it up with me.
You're like a therapist.
These are things that my therapist said.
I was like, damn, Kristen. Maybe you should have a parenting podcast. Okay.
No, I'll just come by your guys'.
Come here all the time. That is I think that like modeling that kind of thinking is the whole bread and butter of this business, is like having things are always going to come up. Like, you know, Wolfie doesn't have a sibling has proximity in age. That's something that he could be jealous about. It's like all these different ways that our families look and feel different.
They're all going to be jealous of someone else's family. Like they'll be jealous of Ruby or yours because like they get all the attention and I have to put up with this.
Exactly. Yeah. And modeling that like the grass can always seem greener, but like the more you lean into exploring why you have those feelings, the happier you'll be. And that's not my job to make you happy though.
Right.
So don't be too happy. Be resilient.
This lady, I don't like her.
You didn't like the resilience and happy lady?
No, I liked happy lady.
Oh, the last lady, no.
I didn't like this last lady.
5 kids lady.
I felt like she was so judgy.
She doesn't look like she's nailing it.
No.
Judgy. Stop being judgy about the number of people.
Stop it. And because some people have a lot of kids and they really sell the idea that it's working for them. But this is a lady that, like, first of all, whenever you have the camera pointed at you and you're talking into the camera, 99 times out of 100, you're trying to sell yourself on an idea that you are not sold on. Is it not true? Yeah. Just so you know, next time you wind up to talk like this into a camera, ask yourself, am I a little insecure about something? It's always someone overselling.
Mm-hmm. I need to convince myself with myself.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's funny. I can really tell from your whole aura that you like, sometimes I think like what kid has like would have like the funnest parents, and I feel like your kid's like having a good old time.
That's nice to hear.
She's in so many things.
I'll tell her that when she complains tonight.
You're certified good enough.
Yeah, both of your kids are great. I got a little intimidated by you when you told me about Wolfie's first birthday party.
What was it?
Oh, we were going bananas.
And she was telling me about it, and I had nothing planned for Ruby because Wolfie was born in January and Ruby was born in February. And
we had a drag queen, Moana drag queen.
That was his first birthday? That's so funny because he does not there's no way he remembers that.
I came out dressed like Maui. But like, you know,
I remember the person did not know the words. That's all I remember. The person you hired.
The Moana drag queen?
Yes.
No. It's okay. She knows she didn't know the words.
But it wasn't a bar, and it was kind of funny to have his first birthday party at a cool bar. I liked it. It was in the daytime.
I think I was making a lot of money back then.
Well, I
think back at the budget of that party, and it's like, was I high when I was planning that? Like, what?
No, I had literally a mariachi band come out to surprise her in the yard, play with like singers singing the songs from Coco. Did you come?
That's so cool. No.
I remember you being one. But yeah, I would go all out because I'm trying to make every one of her days like the happiest day. But you know what? I'm going to try to
listen to this one day and be like, wow, that was really the moment she just dimmed the budget on me.
Oh my God, yeah. Like what was wrong with that? But who is this Sabrina?
We're gonna have to wrap up soon, but every single episode, and there's been hundreds, what we ask our guests is something that they treasure from their childhood, something that they trash. And we're looking
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, just to not put her on the spot.
Yeah.
You go first. You go first. What do you treasure? What do you trash?
Okay. I know what I'll trash, which is my mom used to make me write sentences. And I was
Oh my God, that's literally what we do to Wolfie every night. We really do.
Wait, you make him write, I will not disrespect my mom. I will not disrespect my mom.
No, we just make him write sentences to practice writing.
No, this was not that. This was like, go write 1,000 sentences until you like.
1,000?
I wrote 1,000 once, I remember.
No.
But I would just be like,
Do you believe her?
Will. Yes, I had a legal pad. You think I'm lying?
1,000 is
1,000, yes.
So much.
Well, it depended on what the crime was.
What was the crime?
Yeah, for 1,000.
Sassing back. I was very sassy.
Sassing.
So it was a lot.
I will say we are having a problem with sassing.
Yes, me too.
Oh my God, the sassing?
Morning.
The sassing is crazy.
Yeah.
I do remember so much of my childhood. But like at least it would have been better to have me like copy out of a dictionary because then at least I would have learned something, you know? But I think my mom was a single mom. So her whole thing is like, you need to listen to me. And so she would like try to play the oppressive person, you know?
She was doing both parents' jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but also 1,000 is too much.
It's too much. Your little hand must have been so cramped.
I know.
Okay, so I'll trash that. And something I'll treasure. That is hard. Well, I was always working really hard. I mean, I had so many jobs. So I think just like in trying to instill a work ethic. She feeds the dogs every day. I think that's pretty good. So I'm just trying to start giving her chores, like more chores. I feel like she needs even more chores. So
Yes.
I'm trying to treasure that
The
part.
more chores, the better. This morning, I just decided every morning Wolfie will make his own water bottle.
Oh.
That's good. Having her
That's
make
good.
her own lunch. That's something too that because she'll
And when
never
they
eat
make
the
water,
lunch.
get them to make water, because when they make water, it's like they've like made a souffle.
You're right.
Like the way they present the water, it's like the water's here, and it's like that's something they can do with the ice and the water.
Someone
Oh,
told me
ice.
that don't do
Yeah.
anything for them that they can do themselves.
Yeah, that's smart.
And just trying to remember that.
well, it's also because I think of it and then I'm like, by the time I say it, and
it's
then
so much faster to do
let
it
me just
yourself.
get it done.
Of course,
I
yeah.
know.
And it's me. It's like, well, that's not good for them. That just made your day easier. But like,
It's almost
parenting-
become a religion for me. Like I'm trying to, okay, well, she can do that, brushing her hair, doing the, because I remember someone telling me that their niece, the dad still draws the bath. And she's like 14.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I do draw her bath. She's 7. But I'm like, even teaching her how to wash her own hair and how to like, this way's hot. And she doesn't really seem that wanting to know, but I know she could figure that out. And I don't know. I just want to slowly start implementing those.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. That's
Yeah.
really, yes.
Sab, you got a treasure or trash?
I got a treasure and a trash. I got one treasure is every time my birthday comes around and I get older, I think about this one treasure that my mom gave me, which was we were driving in the car and I'd started to stand up. And so I was like a teenager doing stand up. And I had this idea of like, I'm
That's
the
crazy
youngest.
that you were a teenage
That's amazing.
stand-up.
And so I identified with that where it's like, it's crazy that I'm a teenage stand-up. Like, it's crazy that I'm so young and at Yuck Yucks doing jokes. Like,
Yeah, it is though.
and so I was having a bit of an ego about that. And so I think I was turning like 17 and I was like, Mom, I think I'm going to have a really hard time getting older because I've had so much success as a young comic. And so much success means like, I'm like, Wednesday night at Yuck Yucks.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, well, you will. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, no, you're already planning on having a hard time getting older. So you will. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, no, if you're already planning on it being hard for you to get older, then you'll definitely have a hard time. But if you want to change your mind now and decide that it's inevitable and the older you get, the more wisdom you have, it's the more you have in your life, the more full your life becomes, then you won't have such a hard time. So you could just decide. And I love that.
Yeah.
Because I think about it all the time. Because there is, as you get older, there is, in truth, getting older, there is an aspect of it where it's like, let's be real, like we are getting closer to death. And that's the scariest part. But aside from the physical stuff and all of the like ego stuff is like, we want to be around forever or, enjoy our lives. And so anyways, I always like that perspective of like, you get to change, you get to shift how you feel about it.
Yes.
And own it. And that's what I treasure. What do I trash? God, did they beat the shit out of me?
Yeah, I know.
God, did they? No, they didn't really. No, I think that what I trash is just like, and this was because of how they were raised. My mom was raised in Switzerland and, in the church and my dad was in Pakistan. And so like neither of those perspectives allowed them to truly have a sense of like me being gay will be safe, that my life will pan out even if I'm gay. And so
and they never instilled that in you.
No, I mean, but it was also like in that time, I was born in 1985. There just wasn't a lot of modeling of like a gay white picket fence that we could have this family and be gay. Was
That's
not
why I
really
think it's
something
good that you're online.
I'm on YouTube. Let your kids watch.
Not mine.
But like, I'm in that squirrel video. The
That
squirrels
one,
get to
yes.
the walnuts, and it's me doing my stand up. But that like, the lack of, I'm trying to, and now I'm correcting when I talk to my kid about the world and the kinds of opportunities that he has in terms of identity, especially, that it's like, okay, that like all of the ways that you want to be it's okay. That there's no shame attached to it. And that's the trash that I make into.
You're going to trash your parents' shame.
That's why I trash my parents' shame.
But also, you might not have as much empathy about it if they hadn't acted like that. So
Sure. And the other thing is, it's all about exposure. Where like now that they know, now that I've grown and they're not just seeing our family, they're a part of our family. When it came time to come out to like the extended Muslim family, they became the advocates. They became like, how the hell are they reacting like this? And it's like, yeah, just all it takes is like truly like being able to see it, to understand it and become like part of a new movement or a new way of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
You want to trash anything from your childhood? You kind of had a nice childhood.
We do have.
You were the favorite.
No,
You were wholesome.
no, okay. Well, I would trash the way I treated people growing up. Like, I wasn't popular, but I wasn't bullied, and I could name like the 2 kids from elementary school that were bullied.
Yeah.
And I would like to trash my behavior of just like going along with it.
You didn't stick up for the people.
I did not stick up for the people. I was just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And I think about that. It comes up a lot lately where I'm like,
Interesting.
it makes me sad. And then I would also treasure, I know there's lots of things I would trash, but I know that my mom listens to these. I would treasure, my mom used to.
My mom's like, real cool. Cool vibe you've got there.
She probably does. She's not supportive enough to listen.
No, my mom will. My mom will listen.
No, I know. I
my
love your
mom, I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Can your mom take criticism?
I can't, so I'm guessing she can't.
Well, so and then I treasure. Something that just popped in my head is my mom used to tickle my back, like just like these soft caresses with her fingernails on my back, which I tried to do for Ruby, and she doesn't like it, which is interesting. But I liked it.
Keep trying. She might eventually.
Really? When she says no, just keep touching her?
No, I mean like, well, try rubbing the back. Like it's soothing, you know.
Likes it. She
You
likes
like this.
rubs.
You
She
really
likes
do
rubs.
like this.
Well, I just
Don't
remember
trust your body.
Because my daughter, I'll try to sing to her, and she's like, "Can you not do that?" Like
I
at
know,
the end of the
Ruby
night, and I'm like,
hates that. Yes.
"Why do you hate that?"
I think my voice is bad, and she's said that much.
Yeah, but that is the best part of a baby. Is like they have so many needs, but they really do think you can sing. Like when I sing to, once they have like discernible taste, then it gets. But like that is
Once Taylor comes in the mix, you're just
they're like,
that's
why are
a
you?
singer.
Yeah, yeah.
Does your kids let you dress them? I miss that.
I don't dress
that was so cute
even
when
myself.
they were really little.
Yeah.
My wife is wardrobe, so
Right,
she'll
right.
She'd
dress.
actually dress all of us today.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
You both look so good.
Thank you.
Thanks to Shauna.
But so Wolfie lets.
Wolfie will. He does, right, babe?
But
Wolfie has his own sense of
boys
style.
are different. Boys are a little bit more like, I'll do whatever. But I feel like girls are like, I can't wear that backpack. You
Yeah.
know, like they're more already interested in what the other girls are saying. Don't you feel like?
I mean, I don't know, but I do know that now that I have 2 boys, I used to not believe in any gendered stuff. When people are like, boys are like this, girls are like this, I'd be like, what are you talking about? As a guy with tits that uses she pronouns, I was like, anything's possible from any of us. But now that I have 2 sons, I'm like, oh no, there's like such clear things. Like girls are faster. Girls like can talk. Girls Rowan's age are talking, and Rowan. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna probably.
Well, Kristen, you're truly nailing it. I haven't seen you since they were like 3, and it sounds like
I think
kids
they'd
have
have
amazing
a good time
lives.
together. We should get them together. All our kids. Let's
Yeah, we
get 'em
should do the
together.
next episode. We should do them playing in the foreground.
Yeah, and just blur their faces out.
Blur their faces.
And when they talk, we like roar, 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 like
Yes.
voice. So creepy. Just emoji stickers over the whole video.
Just little witness protection program play
what
date on the
emoji
side.
sticker would you put on your kid's face?
Oh, I'd probably put a lizard.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'd put a raven head.
Yeah. What would you do?
A diamond, I think.
Beautiful.
Or maybe a pearl. Oh, maybe a little clam with a pearl inside. piece of sushi. There's so many choices.
This is so cute. This is a good little ender.
I just, yeah.
All right. Well, Kristen, we love you. And
I love you too. I love you both
we'll
so much.
see you in the movies soon.
And also, I'm so excited that your mom's going to listen to this.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Well, we love you.
Hi, Pam.
We love
Hi,
you, Pam.
Pam. Great work.
Yeah.